friends, hopefully you have a TI-80 something something, TI-83, TI-84. Those are the ones we normally use because they are approved by College Board for when you take your AP Calc classes, which many of you are on your way to take, or AP Stats. So anyway, hopefully you have one. If you don't have one, you can get one for pretty inexpensive from Nextdoor, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, LetGo, Craigslist, pawn shops. Definitely have your parents work with you on any of those because it's COVID times and it can get kind of scary. But if your parents post something on Nextdoor, usually there's somebody in your neighborhood who has a graphing calculator that they just want to get rid of. So you can usually get it for inexpensive, like $25, sometimes even less than that. I've gotten a couple of them for free that way. If you're just not into getting one of those right now, you eventually should get one. But if you aren't into that right now, you can always get a free app or a pay for app. Unfortunately, Apple Store doesn't have any really good emulator apps, but the Android Store has an excellent one called Wabbit Emu, and I would strongly encourage you to take a look at that one. If you're using a Chromebook, I believe Wabbit Emu might be available on Chromebooks as well. There's an extension that you could use. It's a beta tested version for TI that they have an emulator for. It will not always be free. I think it's free right now for COVID times, but as of August 10th, which is today that the day that I'm recording this, BBSD has not yet approved that. So we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on that. So anyway, we have a graphing calculator. So we're going to test how to solve inequalities. You're going to want to add this to your calculator manual of your digital notebook, whether it's a link to this video or you take notes somehow and insert that in. So how to test an inequality. What you're going to do is you're going to store some value for x. Well, I'm going to actually store 0 for x right now, and we're going to see if 0 is a viable solution for x. So we used the keystrokes 0, store, x, enter to say x equals 0. So say that my inequality is x plus 7, and I want to do second math to get to my inequalities. And let's pick option 6, less than or equal to 10. When I hit enter, I'm either going to get 0 or 1. 0 means false, 1 means true. So in this case, that's true, which should make sense. 0 plus 7 is 7. 7 is less than or equal to 10. So let's try another one. Let's say that I have something like so let's store x as 1. 1 store x, okay? Let's test the inequality. 2x plus 1 has to be second math, and we want that to be less than 5. So I check it, and I get that's true. Well, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 3 is less than 5. These are pretty simple examples. When you get into some more difficult examples, it's just a lot easier to test it in your graphing calculator. And when you're taking your test over this content, putting it in your graphing calculator is absolutely a great way to check your work. Let me know if you have any questions on how to check the answer to an inequality using your graphing calculator.